Hi, everyone. I'm Rachel Howard. Thank you so much for tuning in today. I'm here with a few incredible women to share a little bit about the Abundance Project and this mission of health and wellness. So, we're going to explain what the Abundance Project is, talk plants and nutrition, share some stories, and give you a peek into how this business that brought us together has changed the course of our lives and what it might have to offer you. So, what is the Abundance Project? We are on a mission to help people tap into abundance through health, personal growth, and business development. Our goal is to help as many people as possible reclaim their physical and financial well being. And we envision a world where people are not just surviving, but thriving. A world where the power of fruits and vegetables and simple nutrition is regarded higher than any artificial quick fixes. A world where people truly have the power to design their own lives. A world full of abundant health and abundant wealth. We've partnered with the Healthy Living Revolution, which is all about inspiring healthy living around the world. We've locked arms with thousands of others on this mission to help as many people as possible create more abundance in their life. Before we get into that, we'd like to share a little bit about what's going on in the world of health and wellness and give you a peek into how fruits and vegetables have affected our lives in really big ways.
Would you agree that being healthy today can be challenging? Yeah, right? We'd all love to look good, feel good, and live really long lives. We know it's our job to try and make this happen, but unfortunately, it can be complicated, unpleasant, and confusing. That's where we come in. I find that one thing we can all agree on is that eating more fruits and vegetables is really good for us. It's pretty simple, right? And that we probably don't get enough of them on a regular basis. However, I don't think most people realize just how many fruits and vegetables they're supposed to be getting and to what extent they're coming up short and how that's impacting their lives. So I want you to hold up the fist for just a second. Play along with me. This is one serving size, and I want you to think about how many servings the size of your fist in fruits and vegetables you eat on an average day. How many do your loved ones eat? The average answer I get is anywhere from 1 to 4. So if you're in that range, that's totally normal, but you know how many you're supposed to get. The answer is 9 to 13 servings, 9 to 13, this size. You're supposed to get 9 to 13 fruits and vegetables every single day, the size of your fist. And when you're doing this, there is this compounding effect of really good things. But when you're not doing that, there's a compounding effect of not so good things that can lead to a poor immune system, low energy, brain fog, poor sleep, increased toxicity, and more serious lifestyle-related diseases. You might be wondering why the number is so high. Among other factors, it's because of the nutrient-deficient produce that we're eating today. When you go to the grocery store and see rock-hard avocados and green bananas, that produce is telling you it is picked way too early and wasn't able to develop to all of its micronutrients. On top of that, it's been shipped hundreds of miles, and every day it's off the vine, it's losing nutrition. Just think about this. To get the same amount of vitamin C as one orange 50 years ago, we have to eat 5 oranges today. This really helped me understand the gap in my nutrition that needed to be bridged.
Awesome. So about 25 years ago, this really amazing company called Juice Plus figured out how to create concentrated fruit and vegetable powder and put it into a capsule. Now, I feel the second I say the word capsule, people's brains immediately jump into supplements and vitamins. So I'm going to reel you in for a bit. Even though it comes in a capsule, it's not a vitamin and it's not a supplement. You can see the label reads nutrition facts. If you're going to go into your supplement cabinet and get out your multivitamin, it's going to have to say supplement facts. And that's because it's synthetic. It's isolated and fragmented. It's a supplement. Nutrition fact labels are only for food products. For example, if you go and get a bag of frozen broccoli at the store, it's going to have a nutrition label too. So even though it comes in a capsule, it's just fruits and vegetables. Think salad bar in a capsule. We have fruit, berry, and veggie blends. Now, my favorite part to share about is how it's made. Juice Plus works with small to mid-sized farms all over North America. They grow the produce where it grows best. They actually let it vine ripen, which is so important. The fruits and vegetables are then ground up, which is better than juicing, because we use the entire whole food, including peels, leaves, and seeds whenever possible, which provides way more nutrition. In an orange, for example, up to 80% of the vitamin C is found in the peel. It is then dried at low temperatures to preserve the live nutrients and enzymes, and then put into capsules and chewables. And it's scientifically proven to do what we know fruits and vegetables do for us. We are the most researched nutritional product in the world, with close to 40 published medical studies in peer-reviewed medical journals done by some of the most prestigious labs around the globe. Our most recent addition to the Juice Plus family garden is our vegan omega. We pack omegas 3, 5, 6, 7, and 9 into one plant-based capsule by skipping the fish and going right to the source, which is deep water algae, and by utilizing naturally occurring omegas in other plant seeds like tomatoes, pomegranates, and buckthorn seed berries. Our omegas are cold pressed, and like the rest of the Juice Plus product line, tested with the highest standards through the NSF certification process. The last piece, which was much more transformative than I ever would have thought, is our vegan and gluten-free shakes, which come in both chocolate and vanilla. Yes, they have protein, they have superfoods, and all the things people care about these days. But for me, the biggest component is the prebiotic fiber. We all know about probiotics, but not everyone understands that those probiotics need to be fed. Prebiotic fiber feeds the good bacteria in your stomach so it can make a home. All of these things work together synergistically to optimize gut health. When your gut is happy, inflammation in the rest of the body can start to decrease. And inflammation is the number one leading cause of all disease. That's huge. Also, consider that about 90% of your serotonin is made in your gut. So basically, a happy gut truly makes for a happy human.
Thanks, Chelsie. So now we'd love to share a little bit about our stories and how this family of plant nutrition has really impacted all of our health. So for me, my story started when I injured both of my knees about a year and a half ago. And around the same time, I had a best friend of mine who was struggling with an injury as well. She was actually diagnosed with early onset arthritis at age 27, which is just crazy. And she was told by doctors that she would have to get a hip replacement by age 35 and that she had to stop, skiing and hiking and biking and practicing yoga, all the things that she loved to do, all the things that we love to do together. And then a really good friend of ours introduced Juice Plus to her, and within 2 months, her health had completely transformed. She was able to sit down without being in pain for the first time in years. And so I watched that happen, and I was like, I really don't want my knee injury to turn into this horrible year and a half long saga like I just watched my best friend go through. So I was like, all right, this stuff worked for you. I want what you're having. Let me try it. So I was trying to reduce the inflammation in my knees, and that definitely happened. My recovery time, once I started doing physical therapy and getting back into my activities, was drastically decreased. But a couple of other things happened that I really wasn't expecting. The first thing that I noticed was that my energy was just through the roof. I don't even drink caffeine anymore. I just have this sustained energy all day long. My digestion improved. Sorry if this is too much information, but I have really amazing poops. My skin, my hair, my nails all improved, and I started sleeping better. My immune system is better. And I think the biggest thing for me is just knowing that I'm taking care of myself in such a big way every single day. Like those days when I eat pizza and chocolate and, maybe not all the fruits and vegetables, I know I'm still getting 45 different plants into my body every single day. And that peace of mind is just huge for me, to know that I'm nourishing myself in the way that I need. So I would love to pass it over to Hannah to hear a little bit about her story.
Thanks, Ann-Britt. So when I was introduced to the products just over a year ago, I was struggling with some really intense digestive issues. I had contracted a few parasites while traveling that triggered severe IBS and a slew of other health issues, including eye infections, insomnia, the list goes on. I was eating really well, doing all the things I could, but I really hit rock bottom with my health, and the worst came in the form of the darkest depression and anxiety I'd experienced in my entire life. I'd struggled with both of those things throughout my life, and this was a point that I did not see coming. I thought I had it all under control, and the lesson I was learning is that my gut is the control center for so many pieces of my life, my energy, my joy, and understanding this was the biggest aha moment in my entire life. Most of our country is struggling with mental health issues, digestion issues, sleep issues, and so much more because what they put in their mouth directly impacts how their brain interacts with the rest of their life. And because of Juice Plus, my body is no longer a prison. I no longer struggle with IBS. My digestion is wonderful. AB was just talking about poops. My poops are awesome, no shame. My brain fog is pretty much gone. My anxiety is almost non-existent, and my depression is better than I've ever experienced. And it doesn't mean I'm perfect and that I don't have ups and downs. I just trust that these concentrated fruits and veggies have healed me in ways antidepressants or really any other medication never did. And I don't think that it ever would have if I'd continued down that path. And I was missing a strong foundation that now allows me to live my life optimally in a way I didn't think would be possible for me in this life. I thought that what I was going through was permanent, and that hopelessness is a place that no one should ever live in for very long. And I am beyond grateful to have found Juice Plus, and I know all of us feel that way. So now I'm going to pass it over to the mamas. Rachel, take it away.
Thanks, Hannah. I love your stories. Thanks so much for sharing. So I'm a former collegiate athlete and I'm a mom to 2 boys. And when we said yes to Juice Plus a couple of years ago, my 4-year-old, who was then almost 2, was only consuming vegetables by eating veggie chips and drinking naked juice. I had completely given up the broccoli battle with him because it always landed on the floor. And I felt a tremendous amount of guilt about it. Here I was, a plant-based mama, and I couldn't get my little one to eat a vegetable to save my life. It was about 6 months into flooding his body with over 30 vine-ripened fruits and vegetables through these yummy little gummies that I started seeing some really incredible changes. Otis's gut was speaking to his brain. It was working. All of the plants that he'd been digesting through his gummies were actually changing his palate. He wanted to eat fresh raw lettuce. He wanted different colored carrots for breakfast. He was asking for things like spinach and bell peppers and sugar snap peas at the dinner table. It was incredible. And it's no longer a fight for us. The vegetables are no longer on the floor. The naked juices and veggie chips have slowly disappeared without a return from our house. And when we discovered Juice Plus, we'd actually just come out of a winter that had Otis in the doctor's office 5 or 6 times with 3 different prescriptions for medication. I was digging into sick days that I didn't have at my new job to be at home with him. He was new to daycare and he was sick all the time. Mamas out there, does that sound familiar to you? I thought it was normal. They all go through it, we are told. Well, I'm telling you, it really doesn't have to be that way. My second boy, Avery, who's a 1.5 years old now, never went through it. He doesn't nurse more than Otis did. He goes to the same daycare Otis did and comes in contact with the same preschool germs that Otis comes home with. And until a month ago, he didn't even know what a sick visit to the doctor was. And that's because I've been adding 45 different plants to my diet every day since the day he was conceived. And he's been getting that nutrition in his food, in utero, through my milk, his baby food, and now the gummies that he eats today. And as for me, I'm a healthier, faster, more energetic mama and athlete than I've ever been in my life. My pregnancies were night and day different before and after Juice Plus, and I'm happy to share more of that story if you're interested. My recovery and stamina as a runner is incredible. I don't get sick anymore. I just feel so much better and stronger than I ever have, and that's all because of what I'm putting in my body every day. I am a big, big believer that the proof is in the plants. And with that, I'm going to toss it over to Chelsie, who's got her own story to share about her and her kiddos.
Oh, I love you all so much. So my story is a little different, as they all are. Health has always been a large topic in my life. I am a survivor of childhood sexual abuse. It's been a journey, to say the least, and I'm grateful to where I am in my life now. But as we all probably know, the body is wise and it signals to us when there's a problem. And so that trauma that I experienced as a 7-year-old girl has been expressing itself in many, many ways throughout my life, whether it was asthma, digestive issues, joint pain, fatigue, and autoimmunity. After my second kiddo was born, I was in pain all of the time. I relied on Advil around the clock for the systemic and chronic pain just to get through the day so I could be with my little ones in a focused way, which is hard when you're in pain. And I was also battling with postpartum depression and anxiety. Depression and anxiety is something that I've battled with a lot throughout my life, but it really came to a head after my second was born. And to add insult to injury, the kids and I caught every single sickness during the winter time. I've done a lot in my life to educate myself on health and wellness. I'm a massage therapist, a yoga teacher. I've studied Ayurveda and other homeopathics, but something really needed to change. And that's when I decided to reach out to my friend, and she shared these amazing plant powders with me, and they truly have changed my life. A year ago would not even be recognizable. I've barely taken Advil in the last year. I have way more energy, as all these girls have been mentioning. I sleep better. My digestion is amazing. My asthma is not really present. In fact, I deny it most of the time. And the depression and anxiety are absolutely healing in quite a significant way. And my kids are healthier with no sick visits or antibiotics or steroids or any of the things that they were having to take the previous year. And they are also asking for more fruits and vegetables every day. I notice that they eat the broccoli first or the fruit first before they even go to the noodles, which is awesome. So it's definitely a healing journey, and no day is perfect, but I could not be more grateful for these plants coming into my life. And that is why I would be remiss if I didn't share my journey with everyone, which is why I'm sharing my story today with these amazing women.
Wow, thank you, ladies. Amazing stories. I just love hearing from you. As much as we could talk about the products and our health programs all day long, which trust me, we could, I really want to share our amazing mission and business with you. So my journey with the business started at the same time, about 14 months ago, and I didn't really know how much I needed it at the time. I honestly said yes, just as a way to be able to invest back in my health and pay for my own Juice Plus. But I was in a really dark place, to be honest. I was very stuck. I had moved home back in with my parents and had really convinced myself that I didn't know how to make money. My self-worth was pretty much at a zero. So a little bit of background there. I went to college. I even went back to college and got my MBA. And then I sought out the best company to work for in the city that I was living in. And I thought I was doing everything right. 6 months in to that job, I was miserable. I would just sit at my desk and stare at my phone and just look at all of these people out there living their lives, traveling and adventuring and just living life on their own terms and somehow still making money. Meanwhile, I'm stuck at my desk and I have to tell someone if I'm gonna leave the building. And I was like, what did they figure out that I don't know? What is missing? How can I achieve that? And so I had this great idea. I was like, I'm going to quit my job and become a yoga teacher. I was like, yes, okay, I figured it out. So I quit my job. I packed up my car. I moved to Mexico. I became a yoga teacher. I was living down there for a while, just being a yoga teacher. And I was like, yes, I figured it out. I achieved this traveling yoga gypsy life. But then I looked at my bank account, and my bank account definitely did not agree. And my bank account was like, no, you did not figure it out. So that led me to moving back home with my parents. And I knew the corporate world wasn't for me. I knew I didn't want to go back into the service industry. I knew I had so much more to offer, especially in the realm of health and wellness and helping people. But I just didn't know where to start. I didn't know how to put myself out there. And when my really good friend introduced this business to me, within the first week, I saw the potential. I saw what this could do for my life. And now 14 months later, I am a completely different woman. I have this incredible family, these women that you're hearing from today, they are my sisters, and I didn't even know them a year ago, which is insane. My self-worth is back. My confidence is back. I'm making more money. I'm making my paycheck increases pretty much every month. And that money is a direct reflection of how many people I'm helping. And that was what I wanted. I wanted to help people. So I have the time freedom. I have the ability to work wherever I want, whenever I want. I am helping people and I'm making money at the same time. And that is just to be able to share that with people, to know that I have this incredible opportunity that I can then share with someone who is in my position, that's amazing to me. And the final piece I want to touch on is I love sharing these products with people. I love being able to help people with their health. I even love being able to help people kind of take back their life. But what is really keeping me here is these women. This community is unreal. We support each other through anything. We truly, truly, truly want to see each other succeed. And I never had that before. And to now be able to like not only have that, but get to invite more people in, like that is just so amazing. So thanks so much for listening to that story. I would love to pass it back over to Hannah and hear from her.
Thanks, Ann-Britt. Oh my gosh, resonate. So at the same time that I was dealing with these health issues a year ago, I was working at a job that had me feeling really stuck. Sounds familiar, right? I have always been a dreamer, and somewhere along the way, I lost touch with what it was like to dream big and to have big goals and to really go for it and to fight for my life and my future. I just felt bleh about the trajectory of my life. And it really is heartbreaking to think about that, because the truth is I have so much more to offer, and I knew that, and I had forgotten that. I knew I wanted to do something that inspired me. I just didn't know where to begin. I was passionate about health, but I didn't know how to make that a career. And the Abundance Project made so much sense to me immediately. Just like Ann-Britt was saying, a community that literally tells people every day that they're here to live and thrive, and that they're made for more. And I align so deeply with that mission because obviously I've lived it and I know how many people are going through that right now. So today I have become much more goal oriented. I have a work ethic I didn't know was possible for me anymore. And I am fully self-employed with both freelance and my Juice Plus business. I'm location independent and have full control of over my schedule, other than a yoga class I teach for fun every week. I am just so stoked on where my life is headed. And the best part is that I get to share this light, this joy, this feeling of fulfillment and purpose with people who are searching just like I was. And I get to work with my best friends, some of who, are on this call. And overall, what I see as possible, how my life has changed in the past year, it almost brings me to tears. And this is, it's a personal growth program disguised as a business. And the coolest part is that this is just the beginning for all of us. And we just really hope that if this resonates, you jump on board, because we all are here to do so much. And this world really needs our light that sometimes we hide in the shadows, and to work through that so that you can live the life of your dreams. So once again, I'm going to toss it over to the mamas. Rach would love to hear your story.
Thanks so much, Ann-Britt and Hannah. So I was introduced to this business when I signed up for the products a few years ago. I had just quit my 9-to-5 to be at home with my little one, and I was looking for a way to earn some extra money from home. I loved the products. It all made sense to me, and I shared enough with people to pay for them. That was my story until about a year ago. And that's when I started watching women on this amazing team take over mortgage payments for their families, quit their day jobs, buy new cars, and pay for worldly adventures with their growing paychecks. And I started collecting stories from 6- and 7-figure income earners who mentor us in this business and who are able to do so much more for their families and for the causes that they're passionate about. I was beginning to see that there was way more that this business had to offer. Something definitely clicked for me as I began to crave time and financial freedom as a stay-at-home mom so that I could have agency over my own life again, bring the joy to my kids, travel, and get serious about personal growth. And it's since become my mission to deliver this message of hope through health to others. So as I build my business, I'm building a life for myself and my boys that I never dreamed of living. I was definitely, so many of us are on that 40-year track, right? Like corporate world, need to go back to school if I'm not liking what I'm doing. And I was happy. I thought that I was happy with that. But this path I'm on now offers me total freedom that I didn't have on that one. It's one of abundance and adventure and options. I'm building my business to preserve the flexibility that I have to be there for my kids whenever they need me, to never have to work that 9-to-5 again, to spend quality time with my parents who live halfway across the country so that my boys know very well who Grandma and Grandpa are. What's so incredible about this business, just like you've been hearing these ladies talk about, is that in order to build my dreams, I get to pay it forward by helping others do the same. I get to watch health transformations happen before my eyes, and I get to bear witness to the needle being moved on the public health front because of what our amazing mission is accomplishing around the world. This is a global mission. It's a really big deal, guys. And it's really what sold me on the business. I get paid to improve people's lives, and that's not to mention the incredible ways that this company has already improved mine. And with that, I'm going to toss it over to Chelsie to hear about her story around this business.
Tough acts to follow. Wow. I love you all so much. And yeah, so similarly, I resonate with everything that's been said already, but I'll tell you a little bit about my journey with this business. So I was at home with one child and very pregnant with my second, and we were watching our bank account slowly dip after I left my job, where I really felt unfulfilled and anxious to find my true passion and voice in this world. I, like Hannah, have always been a dreamer. I love creating and getting out there, and I love exploring and all those things. And sitting at this job wasn't providing that, and I was about to have another kid, so I said peace. And at that same time, I saw a post of a friend of mine that she was talking about this opportunity that she had, and it got me intrigued. So I just kept watching. And after my second was born, I was working with the postpartum depression I told you about, and our finances were only getting worse with another babe in tow. During that time, we overdrafted our savings account more times than I would like to admit to buy groceries and to keep our lives flowing. At that point, I decided I had to learn more about this opportunity. So I got myself to an event, and that's where I could feel the culture and the integrity and the heart behind what was there so much that night I could not sleep, which was not good because I had a 2-month-old at home. My intuition was saying, there's something here, so please listen. And I did. And I'm so happy that I made that choice, and to have this amazing gift in my life that I get to share with thousands of people. I have been able to build a paycheck that not only has helped to fund my kids' preschool, but I'm taking the pressure off my husband as a provider while doing something that truly builds my confidence and excites my passion around healthy living and health and wellness education around the world, as Rachel was mentioning. We finally have an emergency fund in our bank account, and we needed that. But the true gift is that I have found my voice again. I have found my heart again. I am doing something not only for my family and for the people that I'm working alongside, but I'm doing it for that little girl that I was telling you about that experienced childhood abuse. I'm doing it for her. I'm making a change for her. And that will bring me to tears because it is huge. And not only do I get to do that for myself, but I get to do that for my daughter, for my son. And they get to see their mama grow up feeling her power and shining her light so that everyone else can also shine their light. So the universe is powerful, and so is our innate wisdom. And I am so excited to see what's in store for this next year. And I really hope that some of our stories touch your heart. And I'm going to toss it back to AB to share a little bit more.
Thank you. Thanks so much for sharing your stories. Just like so amazing. So amazing. So I'm sure you're probably wondering, okay, what is the business about? So here's a brief look into the business side of the Abundance Project. So what we own is called a virtual franchise. It costs $50 a year to own your own business, less than $1 a week. And all we do is share. We share by word of mouth, and the Juice Plus company does the rest. So they bill and collect, they ship directly to the customers. So that means that you don't have boxes on boxes of Juice Plus, like it's stuck in your garage. The only inventory that you keep is your own. Juice Plus company does the rest. All the commission levels are permanent, so there's no quotas, there's no monthly minimums, nothing like that. We get paid in 4 different ways: retail profit, commission, bonuses, and then this is the kicker, y'all. This is what you've been waiting for. At the top position of this company, we have a full benefits package. So that includes medical care, dental care, vision care, chiropractic care, long-term disability, even college tuition assistance if you have kiddos, holiday bonuses, monthly expense allowance. Like, that's crazy, right? That's amazing. We are so supported. Juice Plus is a privately held, debt-free, multi-billion-dollar company that was founded 50 years ago by President and founder Jay Martin, and he's still at the helm today. So talk about built to last. And he's an amazing guy, by the way, hilarious. And then I just want to add, not only does the Juice Plus company inspire healthy living, but also healthy giving. So we've impacted over 1 million families so far with free Juice Plus for children through the Healthy Family Starts program. So any child over the age of 4 through full-time college student can receive free Juice Plus with adult sponsors using it. That's right, I said free. And then we're also the title sponsor of the St. Jude's Marathon Weekend and are highly involved in the Boys and Girls Club and Volunteers for America.
All right, so I want to close this call by saying thank you so much for taking a little time out of your day to hear what we're up to. When I signed up for this business, I knew I was signing up for business. I knew I was signing up for a health program, but I did not realize I was signing up for a family. This Abundance Project partner with the Juice Plus community truly, truly is that. I've met some of my best friends in this business, reconnected with old ones, and feel the support of so many others who are there to lift me up and help me succeed as I work my business every day. The personal growth I've experienced because of the magic and the heart that lies in this community is seriously everything to me. And I feel so grateful to be able to pass that along to others. Guys, we have found a better way, and we're just come join us. And with that, if there's any part of this that really spoke to you or has you thinking of someone that you love, we would love to chat with you a little bit more and give you permission to dream a little bit bigger. Thanks again, and have a wonderful rest of your day.